sorry, spoiler alert, live through me, okay? I watched it, so you don't have to. Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, make sure to like, comment, share, subscribe, but mainly subscribe because your girl needs some subscribers. I'm really hurting. I haven't just sat down and like spoken to the camera in a while. I haven't given my opinion on this movie yet, just because it just came out and I'm ready to do it right now. Okay, I just watched the movie Cuties. And I don't get it. Okay, so I just don't get it, guys. Okay, so basically the movie's premise is like child pornography, if you ask me. It's just, what I can say about the movie is that the overall story behind the movie and the message of the actual movie, if that makes sense, is good. But it's drowned out by the whole other message of the movie. Which is like, what the heck? Like, why would you ever in your entire existence, like, as the cameraman, just, what? Okay, so basically there's just angles in this movie that, like, I'm trying my best not to give it away, just because, I don't know, maybe people do actually want to watch it, but I feel like, fuck you guys, don't go watch that movie. It's really child pornography, like legit child pornography. Like, if you watch the movie Kids or 13, it still has nothing on Cuties. And I don't know, man. I don't know why is the name Cuties. Like, I get it for the whole movie and what their little crew was called, but still, I don't want nobody looking at a daughter of mine and saying, oh yeah, she's a cutie. And like, and she's a cutie when she's a baby, you know? But I don't want any like grown men looking at her and be like, oh my God, she's a cutie. Ew. Like, don't. Don't. And I feel like that was acceptable for a while until this movie came out. This movie done changed the definition of what it means to call a kid cute. What bothers me is that these girls in this movie are like roughly 11 years old. They're all playing 11, and then I actually Googled some of their ages, especially the main character, and she's like 11. So she's doing all this. And it's like, you're fucking 11, bro. Where's your parents? Anybody who was on set for this film, how did you guys feel watching a child gyrate, and the cameraman especially being in the angles that they were in, guys? The angles, like, why were y'all in those weird, like, why? You're not telling the story about me watching this child's ass on the camera. It's not telling this, it's not adding. There's just one scene that pisses me off. Actually, there's a couple scenes, let's just be real. But the three main scenes that piss me off, there's this one scene, right? The first one where they're like on the stairs and they're dancing. And for what? We didn't even need that part. We didn't even need that scene. It didn't tell anything to the story. It's just little girls twerk. It felt like watching a thotty ass music video on BET After Dark when you was young. Remember BET After Dark? When they had those gyrating music videos that we weren't allowed to watch throughout the day? So they came on when we were supposed to be asleep, but we was up watching them. That's that video, that scene felt like. And it was just like, why though? Why is this here, guys? Why did you put this here? And then there was a second scene where I'm not sure what was going on with her. She was being hit by the Holy Ghost, but she's in her panties. But she's twerking them baby cheeks. She's twerking the baby cheeks in the panties, and I don't know, I'm like, this is not what I remember when you go to church and you get hit by the Holy Ghost. You don't twerk them cheeks. And you also are not just in panties. I don't know, like legit, let me know down in the comments below, because the movie is based in France, I believe. If you do know, and you've seen the movie and you know exactly what part I'm talking about, and it's part of tradition to be half-ass naked and gyrating on the floor and feeling religious. I don't know what it was supposed to be. It was as if it was an exorcism for the baby girl, but it was just like, well, why she can't have no clothes on while being exercised? You know what I mean? Like, is that a tradition? Let me know in the comments below. I'm for real. I'm not trying to be like rude or anything, or like disrespectful to anybody's traditions or, you know, beliefs. But it's just like, what the fuck? Why was that necessary? Why she couldn't have no pants on? And the third one was the big one. Everyone's seeing on Twitter, the whole dance sequence. I lost my fucking mind watching that dance sequence, okay? Because I grew up as a dancer, okay? I grew up going to dance competitions. I know about the clothes. The outfit was very much so what the children wear at dance competitions, yes. However, the dancing was not what you see at dance competitions, okay? Now, I'll speak on this. Why these kids wear these, and it kind of sounds disgusting even when I say it this way, but when you're a dancer and you go to dance class, you typically wear stuff like that, or a leotard and tights and stuff like that, because the dance instructor wants to see your body, but not for, well, you would hope not for perverted reasons, right? But I don't know, the way the world is right now, you don't know what anyone's intentions and motives are. But ideally, your instructor is not a pervert, and they want to see your body to make sure you're performing the movements correctly, because it is a lot of technicalities when it comes to dance, especially ballet, contemporary, all of those type of, even hip hop, all dance in general. It's the movement of the body, so you want to focus on the body. And if it's a child, regardless to whether it's a child or an adult, you want to focus on the body. So they typically ask you to wear stuff like that. But you have on tights, you could wear your shorts, you could wear your leotard, long sleeve, however you choose. You don't necessarily feel like, oh my God, please, because one, you're not the only one in the outfit, and two, you still have on like something. And so, yes, honestly, the articles of clothing that the children had on, it is roughly correct to how dance competition children dress. Now, is a dance competition child shaking that ass and spreading them legs for the coochie shots? No, okay? No. That is not appropriate, and that's not gonna get you the win. Stop fighting. What bothered me is, like, just as an actress, I can't imagine being an extra on this set. I can't imagine being like any part of this project, just like anything. Even if I was an extra, I'd be like, okay, you know what? That little baby girl cootie cat out. Her cootie cat out. What y'all doing? Like, they was getting angles that was like, why y'all got this little girl booty on the camera like that, y'all? I don't think it's okay. I don't think it's okay. And I'm a big fan of the movie 13. If you haven't seen that, I suggest you see it. And realistically speaking, I grew up in certain cultures, the way they were dancing, it is, in certain cultures, the way not so much, okay, because it's still not right. It's not an art in this movie. It's just more so like nasty, and if it's just meant to be, it's meant to be nasty. If you watch the movie and you realize what these children are going through and the battle that the main character is having, it's meant to be like, oh my God. Like, there's a scene where the famous scene where they're dancing on stage, the audience members are disapproving of the dancing, and so they're like, it's just, it could have been done tastefully, and it was not done tastefully at all, okay? At all. Put too much makeup on little girls. Don't ever have them spread eagle, like, with they kooky cats out. What y'all doing? That pissed me off, yo. That movie really made me mad, because I got little cousins, and if they watch that movie and think I will two-piece the shit out of any of my little, let me let y'all know, my little cousins, I don't give a fuck how old y'all are. If y'all not 18 and older, and y'all out here spreading eagle like that on the internet, I'm two-piecing all of y'all motherfuckers. And to my future kids, son and daughter, if I catch you out here acting like that, I'm sending you back to your motherfucking maker, or you're getting out with your father, period. I'm just kidding, I'm a two-piece your ass too. Fuck out of here, okay? The parents, where were y'all's brains? And who taught them the choreography and was like, no, sweetie, no, you gotta get sexy. Like, who taught them that? Who was like, no, baby, you gotta put your finger in your mouth and humping on it. Like, I can't even do it. So I can't imagine 11-year-olds doing it. Like, I can't imagine a child being able to be like comfortable with that shit. But then again, as a child, they're like easily influenced to do anything. And typically, if it's an adult, they're gonna trust the adult. You know what I mean? So that's just what's so wrong. And these girls, when they grow up, they're gonna have, they're very talented girls, by the way. Let's not take away from the fact that they're very talented little girls, very, very good actresses. I enjoyed the acting, the art of it, the acting aspect of it. The children did very well. They are good dancers. I just wish they didn't know how to do those dances. And here's the reality too. Let's just be clear. At 11, I was probably twerking too, right? But never would I ever twerk in a fucking audience or a fucking arena full of people. Like, no, I knew better. And that's the difference. So anyone who comments like, well, little girls be twerking and they mamas be, listen, if that mama is recording that baby girl twerking and posting it on the internet, then there's something wrong with that mama. If that mama is recording that little baby boy twerking on the internet, then there's something wrong with that mama. But if that mama in the house and they're like, oh, God, and baby getting it, right? That's between y'all. That's such fun between mommy and baby. That's different. That's what you grow up on. That's what the difference is. They know mama's recording you like, I'm gonna put you on Instagram. You about to be a star. Like, that's the difference. I'm not gonna sit here and act like I wasn't 11 years old and like, okay? But I knew that when I was like, it was just me and my mama. Like, your kid knows when it's bath time to close the door. Your kid knows when it's time for them to go to the potty to close the door because they know they're exposing something. Now, if it was mommy there, mommy could come in the bathroom. Poppy, maybe he could come in the bathroom too. I don't really know about daddies these days. Y'all don't get the same respect that mamas do. But the point is, your kid knows these things. So you can teach your child, hey, this, we don't do that for everybody. That's a me and you thing. We do that when we playing around, having fun. That's me and baby. That's our thing. But that's not something you do in these streets or nothing like that. Just like you won't piss in the street, just like you won't take a shower in the street, you don't do that in the street. You know what I mean? Remember, millennials and any other generation that ever existed in the world, we were doing a crybaby. Okay? We was pop locking and dropping it. So we cannot be super hypocritical. Yes, we can be critical though. We can be very critical because this is one of those situations where I'm very uncomfortable. Like, I do not approve of this movie and how they exploited these babies like this. I don't. And what bothers me is that everyone has access to this now. Like, you can't put a pedophile thing on someone's Netflix account. You know what I mean? So you can't see this. Like, everyone in the world has access to this shit. So a pedophile can watch this and be like, you know, just squirt, squirt. Go ahead, baby girl. You know what I mean? They probably won't ever have to fucking touch a little kid again watching that movie. I don't believe that either. Trust me, I don't like y'all motherfuckers. I ain't on y'all side either. I'm just saying, like, it's really sick. It's really sick. I don't like it. And Netflix, I know that y'all have like qualifications that people have to meet in order to be featured on your streaming service. I think that content should be important because y'all just recently had something else on it called Love, and the opening scene was like 70s bushes from pornos, if you ask me. Like, I'm not saying that it's wrong to have 70s bushes, and to be honest, I didn't even watch the full Love movies to know what it's about, but the opening scene was, I was like, oh, there's a forest. Y'all should really like, weed out content as well. Like, what is this about? Is this really appropriate for my streaming service? Because now you guys are gonna get the backlash, Netflix. Make sure that content is one of the qualifications. Y'all need to really weed out the sick shit. Overall, the movie itself has a great story, yes. I do think, and that's the only reason why I was able to stomach watching the whole movie, because it's a great story. But I was really very irritated the whole time watching the movie. Really very irritated, really fucking Like, what the fuck is this? Cringing, squirming, like, ooh, that baby girl. Like, it really pissed me off. And then what really pissed me off, right? At the beginning of the movie, she was seemed sweet, just like super fucking mad at people in her life, and rightfully so with what was happening. Her dad was like marrying a second wife, so it pissed her off. It seemed like she started to act out over it, and it's like, at 11, if someone pissed me off, I did not act out this way. I did not do that. That's not realistic. I did not start wearing little ass shorts. I did not start gyrating on the floor. I did not start. There was a scene. There was a scene where baby girl posted a picture of her toto. Take me now. Like, I'm like, I didn't do that at 11. I never would have posted my hoo-ha on the internet. I would have never done that. And this was out of it's like her reactions were so big. And it's like, you're mad at one thing because apparently, like, what happened was she got into a fight and, like, they pulled her pants down because we just have to see her fucking panties throughout the whole movie. And she had on grandma panties. So thank God she had on fucking panties when you think about it, right? The way this movie was. And she got mad because everybody saw her panties and went and posted her cootie cat. Who does that? Who does that in the world? Like, for real. Who? Who does that? Nobody. Especially not 11-year-olds. So that was just weird. Like, why would y'all ever, who thought, like, girl, now you're going to take a picture of your tutu and you're going to post it on the social medias. Like, how ugly I got right there for that. What are you talking about? That does not happen in real life. Oh, y'all just wanted to exploit that little girl. And she's so talented. I'll give them credit. She reverted back to her childlike 11-year-old appropriate ways and started jumping rope and stuff instead of, posting her crotch on the internet. Like, who does that? We don't do that at 11. Yeah, listen, don't watch the movie. Please don't watch the movie, y'all. I watched it for you to not have to. Please don't watch the movie. Do not support it. I know it sounds stupid coming from somebody who watched the fucking entire movie, but I watched it so you guys don't have to. And if you did watch the movies, leave a comment down below. Let me know how you feel about this movie, okay? I really want to know anybody else's opinion. I haven't done a video where I just like, this is a Can I vent for real, because look at the cat hair in my, it's just everywhere in my room. Anyways, that's not what this video is about, but literally it's everywhere. I have 2 cats. You're gonna always see it. Like, it's just ridiculous. Like, if you saw the movie, let me know in the comments below how you feel about the shit. Any scenes stood out to you? What do you think should happen now? Because I don't think the movie should stay up on Netflix, realistically speaking. And it's not, I don't know the person's intentions, but it doesn't seem good. I'm sorry. The person who wrote it, the person who filmed it, directed it, all that shit. I don't know you guys' intentions, but it doesn't seem good with the angles y'all were using and the weird the content. It just wasn't necessary to tell the story. Some of the stuff that you included in this just wasn't necessary to tell the story. The story would have been perfectly fine had the child been like wearing too much makeup maybe and running around like that, or like, I don't know, something like that. Like, you literally put her in little baby crop tops and had her posting her cootie cat and spread eagle on stage and in front of like grown men. And there was another scene where they snuck into like I forget, like an arcade, what are the motherfucking arcades, and little baby girl started twerking for the 2 grown ass men, and they were sitting there like watching like the men in the movie. She started twerking to get them out of trouble because they got caught for sneaking in. Like, she didn't have to twerk. She could have done something else. Why she couldn't karate kick somebody? Why she couldn't kick him in the balls? See, could have kicked them in the balls. 11-year-olds should learn to kick grown men in the balls. And y'all decided to let that baby girl twerk for these grown men. What? Anyways, guys, thank you for watching. Do not watch that movie. Again, do not watch that movie. Do not watch the movie. Don't watch it. Don't support it. I watched it so you don't have to. If you guys like this video, make sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, share. I'm still stressed. Can you see my eyebrows up there? These bitches move. I'm sorry. That's not what this video is about. Anyways, guys, thank you for always supporting my channel. Thank you guys for everything. Follow me on TikTok. Follow me on Instagram. Follow me on Twitter. Subscribe here, obviously. And check out my 10-day monologue challenge that I uploaded on my IGTV so that you guys can see me. I am an actress. So. But don't worry, I don't be acting in these. This is me. This is who I am. See? Later, guys.